So what's cracking is my hands. So I am on here today to show you a few of the products that I am using to help with my hands. And if you guys don't know, you definitely got to take care of your hands right now, because washing your hands so much is drying out all of the moisture that's in your hands, as well the skin on your hands and all that. So you've got to take care of your hands. One of the first tips that I'm going to share with you is be mindful of the soap that you're using. In real life, make sure that you're using a good non-sulfate or sulfate and paraben-free soap. That will definitely help with keeping your hands from feeling cracking and aching. And believe it or not, when your skin is super dry, it affects how you feel on your hands. They may feel sensitive or sore. Your joints and your muscles may be really tight or tense. And so we definitely want to make sure that we're taking care of our hands. So I'm about to go through a simple regimen that I use. I am doing this mask and this curating thing on my hands now twice weekly. I used to just do it once or twice a month, but now I'm doing it twice weekly because last week I just was, I'm a numbers logistics person. I was doing a clicker. I was keeping track of how many times a day I wash my hands, and I don't really go anywhere. Even just being at home and washing my hands at home, I was washing my hands about 12 to 15 times per day. OMG. OMG. Cracking of these hands. This is the reason why I'm all cracked up. So I'm getting ready to show you. These are the simple tools that I use to keep my hands from crack-a-lack-a-lacking. One is a scrub. L'Oreal Beauty Life by L'Oreal Jones Pride. Man, her coffee scrub, her brown sugar coffee scrub is amazeballs. And she's local to Huntsville. She's a female entrepreneur, and I love supporting my female queens. And so the Beauty Life brand sells a brown sugar coffee scrub. And you don't have to only use it for your face, but I use it for my hands as well. I also use a Hand MD Dual Repair. This has antioxidants, retinol, and hyaluronic acid. This is also going to be a great product for removing any dead skins. It's also going to help with the retinol in your skin. Having retinol in your skin, making sure that the hyaluronic acid is cleaning off all the dirt. The retinol is going to help keep the collagen producing in your hand. It's going to cut back on wrinkles. It's going to cut back on the how your pores are able to retain and keep the moisture. And then lastly, I use this like on my entire body, but when I'm doing a hand treatment, I use Tony's Natural Remedies. This is by Tonette Miller. Tonette sells elderberry. She sells a lot of natural products, but her shea butter mix is like boom, boom. It is a total touchdown. And when I say a total touchdown, you put this stuff on anything that's cracking on your body, and it's like instant relief. It doesn't have a smell. And yes, it's a little greasy, but if you wait for like 5 minutes, then it's wonderful. And it lasts even through a few hand washings if you're not using things that have chemicals or parabens in them. And then a really great trick that you can do to moisturize your hands is once you finish doing your washing, you've done your scrub, you've done your hyaluronic, I put this on super thick. I put my shea butter on super thick. I'll let you guys see what it looks like. It is awesome. She does an amazing job with her products. That's Tonette Miller, okay? L'Oreal Jones Beauty Life brand. After I put my shea butter on really thick, I take out the socks. Yes, it's an old-time remedy, but it works. I take out my socks. I've got my heavy shea butter on, and I put my socks on. I put my socks on my hands, and sometimes I'll put the socks in the microwave for like 10 seconds just to make them warm, and I'll put them on my hands, and I'll leave this on for like 20-30 minutes. Baby, when you take these things off, when you take the socks off after you've had your moisturizer on there in this heated situation, woo-wee, your hands are going to be absolutely fantabulous. And when I say fantabulous, ladies and gentlemen, I do mean fantabulous. Plus, your hands and your skin are going to be screaming hallelujah at you. It is going to feel so amazing all the way down to your bones, all your skin. It's going to help with the sensitivity. And believe it or not, your hands retain a lot of that moisture because when it's warm and when it's wet, the pores are open, and that's when it receives all the good nutritional stuff that you're putting on your skin. Thank you guys for joining me and allowing me to share my what's cracking with my hands remedies. It is definitely important to care for your skin, all of the skin. It is the biggest organ that we have. And during this pandemic, we need to be looking out and caring for ourselves as a whole. Washing our hands is part of how we take care of ourselves. But making sure that your hands are moisturized and that they're receiving the nutrition that they need to last through this pandemic is important as well. So here's a recap on the products that I use. And here's the recap in the order upon which I use them. So I wash my hands. I use paraben-free and sulfate-free soaps. I use paraben-free and sulfate-free soaps. This keeps your hands from drying out even more. Then I use the scrub. This scrub is the Beauty Life brand by L'Oreal Jones Pride. And it is a brown sugar scrub. It is amazing. It smells good. It's super easy. Yes, I'll show you what it looks like. It's really just coffee and her amazing mixture of secret stuff that she has in there. It's amazing. So number one, wash. Number two, scrub all over. Make sure that you're doing that coffee scrub over a sink. Okay, somebody asked me, will I do it? Yes, I will do a demonstration. All right, so I've already washed my hands. I'm going to wash them again. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I'm washing my hands. Okay, while your hands are wet, okay, you want to use the coffee scrub. So I just put like a little small amount. Let's see if I can turn this here, show you. That's how much I use for my coffee scrub. And I start on the inside of my hands, and then I rub on the outside of my hands. Don't forget your wrists too. Your hands and your wrists are some of the most exposed parts of your body outside of your face and neck. So you want to make sure that you're scrubbing really nice. Get all down into the cracks. It's great for your cuticles as well. Now I usually scrub for about a minute, but since this is a demo and I don't want to use too much time, keep you all too long, I scrub and then I rinse. You may want to rinse in cold water at first and then switch to warm. Warm water is what's going to open up your pores to receive all that goodness from the coffee scrub. The scrub itself, the coffee, is what's going to exfoliate the dead skin. And all the good stuff that she has in there. I don't know what her secret ingredient is, but it's the bomb. And then it works. So I'm going to show you what my hands look like. They look wet. Look at how nice and beautiful and sparkly they are already. Just from the L'Oreal Jones Pride, that Beauty Life scrub. Amazing. So I pat my hands dry. And then I use Hand MD. It's got retinol, antioxidants, and hyaluronic acid in it. It's a dual system. So you got one side and two sides. So then I just put that on, one pump of each, and then I rub it in. I use the hyaluronic acid right on the outside of my hands, on the back of my hands, more than I do on the inside of my hands. And that's because I really don't need much hyaluronic acid or retinol for the palm of my hands. That works. All right. And then the good stuff happens. That's when I take Tony's Natural Remedies, which is her shea butter. That's Tonette Miller's shea butter. Boom. Shea butter. I take a whole heaping amount. When I say a whole heaping, ladies and gentlemen, I'm using this much. That's a lot for my hands. And then I put it on. When I say I lather it on, baby, I'm lathering it on. Getting down all in the cracks for my cuticles, everything. Everything is getting up in there. Yep. Boom. And then this is the magic. This is when the magic happens. Put your socks on your hands. And then wait. I usually do mine for 20 minutes, sometimes even longer. If I'm watching a good movie and I have my socks on, they're going to be on for a little while. And that's it. Wait for as long as you'd like to wait. Remove your socks and voila. You have nice, moisturized, soft, beautiful, feel good hands, skin. And it just feels good. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's cracking? Not anymore. My hands were what's cracking, but they're not anymore. I encourage you guys to take care of yourselves. Take care of your skin and wash your hands and then moisturize. Thanks so much for tuning in with me. My name is JQ. I am a fitness professional, a personal trainer, a healthy living specialist, and a wellness influencer. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope that you can take some of these tips and tricks and take better care of your hands during this pandemic. I love you, and Jesus does too. Mwah! Have a super awesome, blessed day. Toodles!